Hey everyone, after talking about my recent side project, I figured it's only natural to also give you a proper update on my main project, A Home in Darkness. As I've mentioned in my last video, I'm currently waiting for Godot 3.5 to release proper, so that I can use some of its new features. These features will come in handy for enemy AI and the book reading in-game. If you have followed my game for a while, you probably already know about my problems with graphics and story. I'd like to make a more elaborate story, but because I'm working alone on the game, making a lot of areas and characters is difficult. Still, the game needs all elements of a good horror story. A good main character, an interesting initial mystery, and an antagonist or monster invoking fear in the player. Now in theory, the game has all that, but I didn't consider the importance of breathing room in the story, which also affects the overall gameplay length, by the way. Just to make it easy to understand what I'm talking about, imagine a very abridged version of the Lord of the Rings trilogy on a single page. That version would probably never have become an important milestone in fantasy literature and inspiration for other works. That's because, while the main storyline is interesting, all the small events and minor characters make it into something worth reading. And that's basically where I'm seeing the problem with my game. I know what I want to tell the player story-wise, but I still need to figure out how. And the story needs not only to be fun to play, but also doable for a single developer in form of levels, character models, dialogues, etc. And I'm still not happy with the art style for my 3D levels and characters. I want the game to look like the original Alone in the Dark trilogy, while allowing for dynamic lighting. When I started this project, I thought this would be doable for me, as I'm not making realistic looking art. I overestimated my 3D art skills a bit. So I'm currently using my time to learn new tricks in Blender in order to get on the level I want to be at for the game. That's why the game will still take a long time to make. And with that we get to the next point I'm unhappy about, the long silence with little to no use on the game. I can only talk about my game in the abstract currently, because I'm experimenting with a lot of stuff. I don't want to say in one update one thing, only to seemingly contradict myself in the next. Creating a game with this kind of gameplay, story and art is something that hasn't been done before, as far as I know. Unlike other projects, I can't just look at other games and see how they solved some problem. So the only way forward is to do more experiments on my part until I get somewhere I'm happy with. And because of this, I decided to test a new way of doing YouTube devlogs. If everything works as I imagine, you should be able to see more devlogs in the future. Anyway, thanks for watching and supporting the project. Also, thank you for your patience to those who've bought the game. Back when I released the game in early access, I didn't realize how long this would take. I'm sorry for that. But I believe everyone wants to see a good, finished game instead of a bad one that doesn't utilize the potential of its themes. That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.